everyone, this is Angela and Ryan with Lost in Reviews, and we're doing another episode of Blue Monday this week, and we've got more than 2 crappy films to talk about, so we're going to jump right into it with Blu-ray for Planet of the Apes, or Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which was the newest Planet of the Apes edition to the saga of epicness.
Now,
only this one stars James Franco.
I haven't got to dig deeply into this Blu-ray, but I've seen the movie and I love it, so I feel like we can talk about it. But this comes out tomorrow on Blu-ray and was one of my favorite films of the year.
I forgot about this, but I wanted to see it.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, it's more about apes and James Franco.
Because I like that.
It's such a deep, deep story about oppression
and monkey love?
And no, get the hell out of here. I said serious movie, you jump to monkey love? No. This is not like those other movies. This is definitely a series that I want to see continue, and Andy Serkis should be definitely considered for an Oscar for this film.
Why?
Because he plays the main monkey.
Oh, he does? Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Gosh, have you not heard these?
Well, I know who Andy Serkis is. I just didn't know if he coordinated all the apes or if he was one of them or... Yeah,
he's the main ape in the film, and if you don't know what Planet of the Apes is, oh my god, where have you been? But this...
It's not even worth explaining to you.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes is the origin story.
So this is kind of the prequel of all the other older stuff that's already out, right?
Yeah.
This is like how they became talking apes.
Yeah, it's how we go regular monkey at the zoo to damn you, you filthy apes. That's how we get there.
Okay.
Totally nerdy.
It's a good, yeah.
But
Charlton Heston here.
Yeah, a little Charlton Heston. Yeah, but it tells the story of how this all started. Caesar, which is a reference to one of the other monkeys that's in the original Planet of the Apes series, and his kind of story, his lineage of how he was dosed with gas, and James Franco is his master and also the scientist that is trying to fight Alzheimer's.
So, is this a sad, monkey song movie where...
Monkey song?
Where you...
What's monkey song?
I don't know, it just kind of came out. It's
like Brian's song?
It's a new thing, I think, where you...
It's like Brian's song for monkeys.
Is it where you feel for the monkeys? Where you're like...
Yeah. Don't
gas that monkey, I like him, he can be my friend.
No, don't gas that monkey. Don't shoot that monkey in the face.
Don't do that either.
This is a movie, definitely, if you're an animal lover.
Oh, it's brutal then?
It's really brutal.
But they're fake monkeys, so I can get through it.
Yeah, the CGI looks really good in this, and Andy Serkis does such a good job as Caesar, all the emotion in Caesar's face. This movie would not have worked without him, and it definitely wouldn't be the powerful story that it is without Andy Serkis. But definitely, there's a ton of bonus features on here. I haven't gone through the disc yet, but definitely... Yeah,
there's commentary and deleted scenes, and there's a thing on the motion capture with the apes and stuff. I just kind of breezed through it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely check out Planet of the Apes.
Creepy face case.
Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Buy it on Blu-ray. It's definitely worth it. I enjoy the cover and stuff too. Okay,
so next on Blu-ray we have Fright Night with Colin Farrell and Anton Yelchin and McLovin.
And McLovin.
I still don't remember that guy's name because he just is McLovin.
He will forever be McLovin.
He is. He complains about it on Twitter, but sorry dude, you're McLovin. So
yeah. What else? He was like the Red Mist and Kick-Ass. Yeah, that was cool.
He was that. So McLovin's better. So anyway... Vampire film, another remake. This is more just direct remake rather than Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, this is a reboot.
Personally, I think if there really are vampires in this world, Colin Farrell is actually a vampire because he did a pretty fantastic job of vampiring it up.
And he knows about all the nooks and crannies that you could take somebody into. You finally got that.
Okay, sorry, a little joke there for In Bruges.
Yeah.
I love that movie so much.
So he knows about all the little nooks and crannies that you can take somebody into to kill them.
So this takes place in a suburb in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and there's no midgets on horse tranquilizers.
You don't have to choose a side.
Okay, we have to stop.
Okay.
back to Fright Night. If you haven't seen In Bruges, go check that out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
this film's funny too.
yeah,
It's
Fright Night is really
ridiculously
funny.
funny. Like I turned to you and I said, "Is this supposed to be comedy?" Because it's one.
Yeah, it's a horror comedy.
It's some of
Come
that
on.
humor where you're like, "Is it
Just
is
like
it
the
funny
original.
or is it just stupid?" But it's really it's pretty funny.
And you know, as a purist, like a film purist, I should be like, screw them. They shouldn't have remade Fright Night. It was such a perfect film. And
Was it? I never saw the original one.
no, man, it's it's just like this.
So the first one was cheesy. This one was just as cheesy.
This is just as cheesy. It's so much fun. I think fans of the first one will like this if they let go a little bit. Like, I'm a fan of The Evil Dead, and when that remake comes out, I will fucking plague and hate every little bit the fact that they're doing that. Just like I'm sure Fright Night fans are like, screw you, Colin Farrell. Yeah,
well, I don't know. I heard good things about it. I heard people really enjoyed this one.
I like it. I really enjoyed it.
It was actually filmed in 3D.
Yeah.
So there is you can buy it on 3D, which I think that would be.
And there's a lot of great 3D scenes in here that I think makes this worth picking up in 3D. Because, you know, the worst part about not having these 3D Blu-rays in 3D on your 3D TV is when you're watching it regularly, you're like, oh, that would have looked really cool in 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's pretty dark too. It's like it's shot really dark. It all takes place at night, and so everything in 3D is always darker anyway. Because I guess it converts with the glasses.
Now that's your misconception of the shitty projectors that we have to go watch them on.
My eyes are just awesome. That's how it sees things.
But there's a lot of scenes where tons of stuff just comes up the screen at you.
Yeah, so this would probably be if you're trying to get like a 3D collection. This would probably be a good one to get.
Yeah, definitely. I would suggest this. And
otherwise, I think I might just say rent if you're just doing the old 2D version.
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta do... No, I'm gonna say buy it, man. I really like it.
I'm gonna go for it then.
I really like it.
Put it in your nooks and crannies.
Yeah. Go watch this in a nook and cranny. I'd love to see a bunch of videos of people bent over, hunched over in their laptop watching this in a nook and cranny. But, yeah, it's got some good special features on here, too. I enjoyed Fright Night. I'd say buy it.
You would say throw it in your mom van too because there's a DVD in it.
Yeah, I definitely think you should let your little children watch it.
And be scared of Colin Farrell's eyebrows for life.
Not really for life. Maybe they'll enjoy it. Maybe they'll become horror fans for life.
Okay, so next up we have another Blu-ray plus DVD of Dolphin Tale, the greatest tale ever told.
You see serious face?
I think this was in 3D too back in the day.
Yeah, no, and once again, like if you're forced to buy this because your children, like if you let them huff glue.
Yeah, but you know what?
This
is a good story, man. This is about a dolphin getting saved by people because he needs a new tail, and they give him a bionic one.
Yeah, but you didn't sit through it.
It's a good moral, and it's got.
Here's the problem I had with Dolphin Tale, and I think a lot. I mean, obviously, I am alone here. This thing has an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes, an 88%.
It's because it's a kids' film. How can you really knock that?
But it has children actors.
They're not acting well?
Oh my god.
Who's in it?
So bad.
They don't even put the kids on the cover. They got one kid there. They put one of the
kid. Like, okay, this is how bad they are. The main actor in this, the child, this is his billing. He's here. If you could see him, that's how bad he is.
So was the dolphin better?
I mean, the dolphin's okay. It can't move. It doesn't have a tail. So
you just brought off today. I mean, he's all right.
Yeah.
I've seen better dolphins.
I mean, I'm sure they could have got like a CG dolphin with no tail, but they actually got the real one.
Yeah, because this really happened.
Oh yeah.
This is a true story.
I'm just joking, obviously. I'm joking. Take this as humor.
This guy has a true story. Hatred of dolphins.
It is a true story. I love dolphins. It takes place in Florida, and there's this nice little intro before that talks about, we should all return to the Gulf. And it is a good way to introduce your children into kind of
environmentalism and saving animals.
And definitely saving animals. It's a good children's film.
Morals.
It's just nothing that I would like to sit through. Like if my kid, we don't have kids, but if
you had a kid and you wanted to watch this?
Yeah, man, I would be like, let's watch Tales from the Crypt or something.
No, you'd be like, let's watch Fright Night.
Yeah, let's check out Fright Night. I don't think Fright Night's that bad.
No, it's in respect of other things, it's not.
But. Yeah, but there's some really good 3D scenes in here. There's this part where, like, there's a lot of the dolphins, like, swimming towards the camera and stuff like that, and then there's a helicopter scene
She's
where
like,
it flies
oh,
out.
dolphin, watch out.
I think Morgan Freeman's kind of lost in this role. I don't know why he did
Wasn't utilized well?
Yeah, no, not really.
I thought he was just like a voiceover when I saw the trailers.
Yeah.
He's actually in it?
Yeah, he's actually in it.
Okay.
But I'd say, I mean, if you got kids, if you have to do it, just rent this. But if you don't have kids and you have any interest in this, you need to get your brain checked.
Maybe they just need to go swim with some dolphins.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If you're into dolphins, check it out.
Okay, next up on Blu-ray we have a foreign film, I believe French origin, Rapt. This was...
It's the perfect Christmas gift. It's already wrapped.
You're such a dork. Alright, so this is a pretty good film. I don't know, you didn't get to see it. This is about a guy, right here, who has a powerful position. They don't really go into it too much, and because of the whole, you know, being French, it's kind of lost in translation on me a little bit, but he's kind of like a business owner, if you will. He has a lot of money, and they go through one day of showing how his life normally is, where he gets up, he has coffee with his family, he goes to work, does some business, says he's leaving work for another meeting, where he goes to this secret apartment that he's had for 15 years that no one knows he has, that he has mistresses meet him there, and he gets his, you know, loving on there. Then he goes home, kisses his wife, has dinner, goes out to play poker with people, comes home late, and sleeps in the den. So he's got a great life. You come to find out after he gets kidnapped, these kidnappers want 50 million euros, and you know, because he's this big name, rich head guy. And he's like, I'm not worth that much. And all these scandalous stories start coming out while he's being kidnapped. All the stuff about his mistresses, every single detail you'd ever want, like when Bill Clinton, all that stuff. I mean, very, very detailed stuff coming out.
Some harsh stuff.
Very, you know, the apartment comes out, all the mistresses, how much money he actually has, and how much money he owes to people all over the place. So he actually was in like a lot of deep trouble. I don't want to ruin how it ends up, but I'm just going to say that his situation that he ends up in is not much better than when he was kidnapped.
Oh.
It is
just because everything, how it comes out and stuff.
It's very surreal the way it works out, and it makes him realize that, you know, his life
Definitely
is really no better.
Thriller then.
It's not political at all, really. It's more just based on like the insides of like a person and what they're really doing with their life. You know, it kind of makes you reflect on yourself a bit if you're, you know, living by, you know, day to day or something. And it's like getting kidnapped and being able to escape from that. You'd think your life would be a glorious turnaround, but it actually is not with this guy. And it's a fantastic ending to the film. Like the very last scene, I was just like, boom, whoa. So really good film, shot really well, took time to focus on scenes, let it draw out, play how it had to do, and it was shot really well, but there are no special features on this. There's only just the trailer and some photos.
But that's normal from Kino. I mean, they're indie films, and you know, it's kind of hard to do these foreign films to make special features for them.
Well, I mean, I know that like, you know, commentary is maybe a hard thing because you have to
can't
read
do
it the whole
commentary,
time.
and then behind the scenes are all subtitled
But
too.
I always enjoy if someone can have like a little like camera scene behind the scenes, watching them film it a little bit, maybe getting the actors to sit down and talk with the camera for a minute about, you know, what the film is to them and that sort of thing. Kind of helps to build in like the importance of this film to other people, and it just, to me, makes it more worth it to own a film for any reason. Because there's no special features on this, I'm just going to say rent it.
Okay.
But it is a good film, and I would suggest everyone check it out. It's called Rapt.
Yeah.
So next up we have more fun films that you can't get enough of. Mr.
All right.
Popper's Penguins.
This is another children's film that is going to be great for children, just like Dolphin Tale was.
But these are CG.
I just like want to reiterate that I was totally joking. Yeah.
No, you weren't.
The CG in this is kind of bad.
Yeah.
But your kids aren't going to notice. They want to see the penguins dance around.
I want to see him dance around too.
Do
some of this.
As I'm sitting, I'm sorry, but as I'm sitting here, I just look at you, Jim Carrey.
But what do you really think of the film?
Yeah, I just look at Jim Carrey here, and I'm like, what happened, man? Why are you in Mr.
I mean, come
Popper's
on.
Penguins?
He did Ace Ventura. This is kind of a step up.
He also did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yes, but everyone knows that these comedians, they go and they do these dramas that are fantastic and they show their acting skills. They can't make money on that. They go make stupid kid films that people will laugh at.
Oh,
because
he's
there's
not
fart
trying.
jokes.
No, he made this because he has kids now.
Yes.
And he wants to make movies that his kids can go see.
Yeah.
So, you go and you make Mr. Popper's Penguins, and you make people suffer through them, but they're kids.
Is this another global warming warning film?
No,
Okay.
The Republicans aren't over Mr. Popper's Penguins. The Muppets aren't brainwashing you here. But also, this Blu-ray does add the DVD and the digital copy, so you can have it on your cell phone when... really, the movie studios are really helping you out here if you have kids to get them to shut up. Like, if you're in...
You can just buy a babysitter every time you buy
Yeah,
these
like
movies.
if you're in the grocery store, you have this on your phone, you just give your phone to your kid and like, oh, here, look, Penguin, shut up.
Yeah, you got it figured out, don't you?
Yeah, I do. And then also this includes an animated short
Is it this
for
Nimrod and Stinky?
Stinkies. Yeah, he names the penguins. It's a morality story of this guy doesn't spend any time with his kids, and his father never spent any time with him. So his dad dies, and he sends him these penguins, and the penguins bring him and his family back together. It's kind of like Liar Liar with penguins. I'm
Okay.
serious. It's a lot like Liar Liar with penguins. It's got a ton of special features on here. Like I said, it's got the short. I'm gonna say skip this unless you have kids, and then
Rent it.
rent it. Yeah, check it out. I mean, your kids
They're
are
gonna
gonna
see
love
it
the
anyway.
penguins. Yeah, I can't stop you there. I can't.
Okay. Another one here. 20th Century Fox sent out a nice little book of Tora 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 on Blu-ray.
Yeah, and 20th Century Fox and these digi, they call them the digibooks. It comes with all this information on the film. If you're into Tora Tora Tora, this is your ultimate edition. It has hour-and-a-half long documentaries about the battles and the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
The film, though, and people already know this. Tora 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 isn't a film fan's film. It's it's a documentary guy's film. It's history buffs spouting off bits of history for the entirety of the film. You're not getting great acting. It's very, very dry and very serious. The
Is it
special
long?
effects, no, it's not too bad.
Okay.
There's two different versions on this. The Japanese version, there was two different directors that direct this, an American director and then a Japanese director, and it shows both sides of the story of Pearl Harbor. And the Japanese version is on here along with the American version. The Japanese version is the extended edition. This didn't do well, and it was extremely expensive to make, but there's so many documentaries on here. Even though I don't enjoy Tora Tora Tora, I have to give this a buy it, just be based on all of the content that this has. Documentaries about the making of the film, how this could have totally killed 20th Century Fox, and it almost did, and just every bit of information you could want to know this. So if you don't enjoy the film, I would definitely say rent this because of all the information it has on.
So history buffs
regarding
should
film.
definitely check this out.
Oh, this if you don't already own this in your collection and you're into Pearl Harbor, I don't know what you're doing.
Well, then they probably already have it and they just need to upgrade.
Yeah,
Now
so
it's on Blu-ray.
I'm going to give Tora 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 buy it.
All right.
But I highly urge you, if you don't enjoy this film, this isn't a film that you kind of jump into like, oh, I've heard of Tora Tora Tora, I'll pick it up. Rent it first and see what you think, and then if you love the film, then go get this. But if you're just mildly into and want to know more information about the Battle of Pearl Harbor, buy that. I think teachers should buy that and show their students. I mean,
there
it's
we go.
really, really good.
Tips. Okay, then last this week, and I'm going to say it's least, because it's just DVD, it's just minor. From Disney, we got Switched at Birth, which is about two girls that grew up in different lives completely. One kind of, she has everything going for her. They got some money. She's got a good education. She's got the stylish clothes, blah, blah, blah. Other girl lost her hearing at birth, has a single mom, been struggling a little bit growing up. Due to some kind of like a science project or class project or something, one of the girls finds out that she is not actually blood related to her parents, and then throughout the series of the movie you hear that they were switched at birth.
Oh,
Hence
no.
the name. So they
Drama ensues.
They meet up, they get the whole families together, they try to figure out what's going on, they get to know each other a little bit, there's some drama, then there's the regular high school drama, so it's kind of an interesting story, I guess you could say, but it's been done 1,000 times before. But I think the only thing that really makes this dramatically different is that one of the girls is a handicap because she's deaf. So it's inspiring because it will teach people to be more tolerant of others.
Yeah, but it's made for TV movie.
It is made for TV. It's a Disney story. It's for 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
Not really my slice of pie, but.
So what are you going to give this?
I'm going to say rent it. It's probably been on TV now. Everyone's probably already seen it, so it's not, to me, it wouldn't be a very cool Christmas gift to be like, watch it once and toss it.
Yeah.
So it's a rent.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
So that's it for this week. Hopefully we have like a bunch of crap next week too.
Why are you calling them crap?
I call everything crap because it's like stuff. A lot of stuff.
Okay, we have a bunch of stuff for next
A lot
week.
of stuff.
Well, anyway, that is it this week at Lost in Reviews.
Go get in your nooks and crannies and watch these films.
Yeah, we'll see you later.